Hey, beautiful people out in Expediting Land. Danny, your host. Listen, I want to go over real quick. I want to compare the Company A 18-wheeler drivers to CDL A/B semi-straight truck drivers. Okay? Company drivers, Class A 18-wheelers to semi-straight trucks. Subcontractors driving for someone else. You see all the ads on CDL Life app and everywhere else, Schneider, JB Hunt, and etc. Up to 51 cents, up to 50 cents. Okay? Teaming get more, obviously. This is strictly solo. Now, you do 50 cents a mile for these big carriers, 2,000 miles a week. That's 1,000 or more per week. Okay? Depends on who you know and all these other wonderful things. And I talk about having connections. It's a fact in this trucking industry. Now, for semi-straight truck, CDL AB, and you've got a double axle lift gate and all these other things that can handle and requested special uses of these things. Now, the average starting off in the semi-straight truck is between 8 to 1,000 per week. If you come in, only if you come in to your carrier, you execute your expedite freight by delivering and picking up on time. That's the bottom line. That's it. When you start coming out here and you're running around in a straight truck and you're brand new, you come out of a dedicated run, you're coming in from an hourly pay job as a CDLA driver, and you come in and expediting. This is an unpredictable business once again. I'm comparing company Class A drivers, 18-wheelers, to Class AB semi-straight truck drivers. All right? Now, it evens. It is just about the same pay. If you're experienced in an expedite business, in the expedite freight field, if you're new coming in and the loads you're given is not paying worth anything or what have you, that is called the learning curve. That is called the potential you have as a driver when you're first coming in and you sign on with FedEx, Landstar, Panther, or the smaller ones. You know, the smaller ones. The Jung Express. There's just smaller companies on Expeditors Online. When you are coming out of here solo, you're getting these little loads, are not paying worth a squat. You still need to do them and don't get ticked off. Because when I first started off, I got ticked off. I did. I was like, man, this is BS. It just came out of a Class A food distributor truck. What the hell's going on? You got to understand, the carrier that you just sign on with, you're brand new, a newcomer, they have to see if you can pick up and deliver on time. You can execute the deliveries. You can execute and handle the shipper and consignees at different sites when picking up or delivering. How do you handle these people? They don't want to bring somebody in that's going to tick off the customers at the shipper and consignee sites constantly. You got to understand there's a learning curve. The carrier has to get familiar with you. You have to get familiar with the carrier dispatch, their customer base. I mentioned before in previous videos. Class A 18-wheeler, paying up to 51 cents, 60 cents, whatever, you see it all the time, is equivalent to a CDL A or B semi-straight truck driver pay. But keep in mind, when you're in expediting and you deliver your load, you're not in a dedicated run or an hourly paid job and you got your next route planned out. It don't work that way in an expediting. You do not have your route planned out. You have to deliver, sit and wait. Deliver, sit and wait. Deliver, sit and wait. Again, deliver the freight, sit and wait. That is the key at the end of your route. when you're delivering expedite freight, it's time-sensitive stuff, okay? That's my truck behind me. I love her. That's old Blue. But, again, now tankers and all these other specialized freight, they get paid much more. Especially if they're owner-ops. Owner-ops, of course, they're going to make a lot more. Okay? Because they have their own truck, the owner-operators, they got their fuel, tires, and repair expenses. They make double, triple of what a company, Class A driver makes, 18-wheeler or a CDL AB straight, a semi-straight truck driver. That's, they make a lot more, owner-ops do. That obvious reasons. Because they have the expenses to endure. Again, this video was comparing Company A 18-wheeler drivers to CDL A/B semi-straight truck drivers. The pay is almost equivalent. Starting out new, you're not going to hit the $1,000 market yet. You're going to come close if you can get in there and show them what the hell you can do. For example, when I first started, I would say back in 06, 07, I was running solo. I did team twice in all the 13 years I've been doing it. I teamed twice. For my lifestyle, for me, there's things that I require, and as a team, you pretty much have to be on the same page. You have to agree on a lot of things. I go over that in previous videos. Well, anyway, long story short, I started teaming with Tri-State, and we had a load picking up from LA, California to Long Island, New York. So, when you get that run, your first week, that is because we were experienced drivers. You may or may not get that coming in as a team. Okay, now I'm going to another subject. I got off comparing company CDLA 18-wheelers to CDL AB semi-straight truck driver, Expedite. But anyway, long story short, I'm giving you this example. The carrier needs to see you can function as a team if you're teaming or solo. It doesn't matter. A carrier has to see you can do your job to make the money. If you're not picking up and delivering on time, you're stopping in many places constantly while en route, they're going to question that in expediting. Okay? Because they monitor you. 100% of truckers got, the electronic trackers on it, electronic logs and blah, blah, blah. Okay? But my point is the carrier has to know you can execute, expedite freight, and deliver. Once you do that, my experience, it took 6 months to a year to finally get the good money coming in. And it started getting better, and even more money, and even more money. We're picking you, Dan, on this load. We're picking you for this DOD load. We're picking you for this hazmat load. Again, hazmat endorsements mentioned in previous videos. Scroll back. It is good to have, but not necessary in expediting. Hazmat loads, DOD loads. I handle the airport loads. Deliver with military equipment and all these other things. It's good to have hazmat, but it's not necessary. But it is good to have, especially now. Everything is up in the air and switched around because of the COVID-19 virus. The economy is going to come back, yes, but if you don't have any problems hauling hazmat, it's very simple. When you get out of the truck with hazmat loads, you just put the BOL on the steering wheel or the door panel pocket, or visible where an officer or somebody can see the bill of lading if you're going inside of a restaurant to eat or shopping or what have you. And that's all. And padlock up your door, whether there's sliding or barn door systems. Simple things like this. The carrier has to know you can do your job. And comparing to CDLA company drivers and 18-wheelers to CDLA or B semi-straight truck drivers, the pay is almost equivalent. $50, $100 difference. That's it. Once you get on with the carrier, the expedite carrier, and they see, man, this guy don't play. You pick up and you bam, bam, you're delivering, bam, you're getting this job done. Then you're going to get the better paying loads. You're going to slightly climb up to 900 per week, 1,000 per week, even 1,200 per week, and possibly more. Only if you know what you're doing. You got to pay attention. Execute, pick up delivery on times, your e-logs. You got to handle that. I know regulations. It's BS, man. It's tight. I know it. I'm out here. It's tight. But managing and planning your trips and your routes, I'm not perfect. 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I get my deliveries done in a professional manner, and I get it done. Okay? So the video is basically giving you a comparison to company, not owner ops, got nothing to do with owner ops in this video. Company, 18-wheeler Class A drivers to CDL AB semi-straight truck drivers. That's what this video is, to give you a reality comparison of the pay starting off and what could happen. Now, if you're coming out and you're screwing up and all, gradually your load offers are going to decline. You're going to be declining. Okay? And again, this is comparison to the two. All right? And for solos, the teaming is pretty much the same comparison. For teams, it's pretty much the same comparison. All right? Your company Class A team versus CDL AB team in a semi-straight truck, the comparison is pretty much the same. All right? So I hope this gives you a better idea what to expect, what you have to do your part, what the carrier has to look for, what the owner has to look for. I'm going to do another video on signing off. Be careful of what signing on with owners that have got too many trucks. They have too many trucks. It's out there. And wanting a warm body. That's going to be the next video segment, but I had to get this up because I got a lot of questions about continuously. Again, I don't put up numbers. I just give you verbally an estimate, a rough idea. This is just an estimate. It's not set in ink. It's not definite. Just an estimate and a reality of the comparisons of the two. I hope this video will help everyone get a better idea. If you're looking forward to coming into Expediting, this will help you out. This is Daddy in South Carolina on a load, going to deliver tomorrow. Stay safe. Wear your mask if you're out here working. Don't be all, I ain't going to wear no mask. I ain't going to catch nothing. Man, look, dude. Be safe, ladies and gents. I'm out. Danny Holmes, Expediting Land. See ya!